Hi guys, hey, I'm doing a very odd video. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a video quite like this. Not really sure why I decided to do it, but this is my weird allergies. Now, most people are allergic to something or other. Pollen, peanuts, milk, whatever. I know I've seen people do those videos where they like take that test online to see what they're allergic to. I've never done that. That's freaking expensive. I've actually never gotten an allergy test in my life. Like one of the ones where they do all that stuff on your back or your arm or something. As a child, I wasn't really allergic to anything except for poison ivy. Most people get poison ivy. I think a lot of people don't actually know that you can be allergic to poison ivy. My dad and my sister, they can touch poison ivy and not have like a big breakout. They might get like a little spot, but nothing bad. As a kid, if I got poison ivy, my whole face would blow up. I couldn't open my eyes. Like I looked like a monster. It was severe. I once got a shot, I think, and then I never got it again, knock on wood. That's pretty much all I was allergic to as like a young child. And then as I got older, I had more and more allergies and sensitivities. Although I've never been tested for these things, these are the things that I've noticed that I'm allergic to, that I just try to avoid as often as possible. When I was in about middle school, I want to say 5th, 6th grade, I noticed I started getting seasonal allergies. So in spring and sometimes in fall, mostly spring when like pollen is everywhere, I would get severely itchy, dry, watery eyes. My eyes look like I had pink eye, be in so much pain. And then as I've gotten older, that's kind of gone just from my eyes, so also my nose. Like I'll get a cough and my nose gets really clogged, and I'll end up even getting like a sinus headache. If I don't take care of it and take some kind of Flonase or something, then I can't really function. I end up getting like a respiratory infection or bronchitis. And during finding that out, as that's gotten worse, as I've gotten older, in college I had to walk around outside a lot, and I really didn't want my allergies to come because I'd already missed like a whole semester from having mono. So I was taking allergy medicine, and literally the first day I took it, I want to say my sophomore or junior year, I threw up within an hour. How fun! But now I have tried Claritin, Allegra, Zyrtec, Benadryl, and at one point in my life I could take Benadryl and like things like that. But I guess I've formed this allergy in the last few years because every time I've taken an allergy antihistamine by mouth, don't even ask me what happens. It's disgusting. So I stopped doing that, and now I'll use like Flonase or one of the ones you spray up your nose. And I even got a prescription from one of my doctors for a sleeping pill because I don't sleep, and it's actually antihistamine. And I didn't really realize that when I first started taking it. After 3 days of taking it, I actually didn't puke because I took it right before bed probably, but I had a horrible rash. My neck, my chest, my arms, horrible itchy, like it was really bad, like swollen, and I stopped taking it, and then I wanted to see if that was really it or maybe I was allergic to something else. So I took it again, and after one night it didn't make that difference, but after 2 nights of taking it, again with the rash. So definitely allergic to antihistamines, which is really ironic because antihistamines are supposed to help when you have an allergy to something. So super. The other sensitivities I have is dairy. Dairy, I'm not allergic to dairy. I don't like, my throat doesn't close up, I'm not gonna die or anything, but certain dairy products affect me more than others, and I'm sure a lot of people who are lactose intolerant and things like that have similar things like that. Like to me, I couldn't drink like a glass of 2% milk. I would be in pain. Like my stomach would be in pain. I'd have the shits, all that fun stuff. Also, I noticed dairy makes me break out. Since I've cut down on my dairy intake in the last few years, my skin has been so much better. I know that's not the case for everyone, but I did notice that cutting down hormones, things like that, that's in most dairy products was really helpful for me. So like I can eat a cereal that says it has like milk powder, I'm totally fine. I can eat cheddar cheese, mozzarella, like pizza. That's not really gonna bother me. What really bothers me is anything that has like a creamy sauce to it. Even desserts that have like a heavy creamishness to them. Like 2 or 3 ice cream brands like I can be okay with, but most of them are more creamy, and I can't do that. I don't really eat like ice cream out and about, only when I'm at home. Now I drink almond milk, things like that. Try to do as much dairy alternatives as possible. But yeah, I'm definitely the sensitivity to dairy. So some allergies I have. One, I'm not sure. There's an allergy, I'll put in a picture, FYI, like this is gross. If you don't like seeing gross out allergic reactions, like skip ahead. I have this thing that's been happening probably for about 6 months now on my face, and I don't know what it was. At first I thought it was hydrogen peroxide because at the time that I had this redness on my face, I had really bad not an ear infection, but like clogged ears, and I was using hydrogen peroxide all the time. And I think maybe like, you know, you clear your ear out, you go to sleep on your pillow, and some of it might still be coming out, and then my face rubbed against it maybe, and that could have been it. But since then I haven't used hydrogen peroxide and I'm still getting that marking on my face sometimes. Don't have it right now, thank goodness, but I think it might be due to the Ordinary salicylic acid. I love all the stuff from the Ordinary. I love that they're affordable and the ingredients are actually pretty good for a lot of their products, but as that product, I don't use it all over my face. It's not something I use every night. If I have a breakout, which I don't as often as I used to, I'll use it in that specific area. And sometimes I'm sure, since it's like a liquidy product, if I put it like on a zit here, it might leak here. If I put it on a zit here, it might get here, things like that. And I get this horrible redness with all these little dots, and like, it's not really itchy, but it's definitely an allergic reaction, and it's only in certain areas where I might put that product. And pretty much as of now, it's the only thing I can think of that's causing this reaction, because since I stopped using it, I haven't noticed that. Very, very odd. I did, the first time I got it, texted a picture to my dermatologist, and she told me to use hydrocortisone cream and then top it off with like a healing ointment like CeraVe or the other one I can't remember the name of. Hydrocortisone cream literally works like this. Like, I tried so much stuff, and then once she told me that, within 24 hours the redness was almost completely gone. Yeah, so I'm allergic to something, hydrogen peroxide or that salicylic acid. I'm really good at salicylic acid. I've never had a reaction to it. Benzoyl peroxide is what like drives me out like crazy. Like, I will not touch that stuff. That's just, there must be some ingredient in that Ordinary one that is messing with me. Next up is something I shared pretty early on in my channel, like maybe my first video, is beeswax. I'm allergic to beeswax. Don't know why. Don't know how that happened. I don't think it's that common. I have done my research on it, and a couple of people are allergic to it. They get the exact same reaction as I do. If you look up like beeswax allergy, the picture of people's skin that reacts to it is identical to the reaction I get. So whenever something says cerebella wax, I think I'm saying that wrong, or beeswax in it, I can't use it. Pretty much any kind of lip balm from Burt's Bees, things like that. Most lip balms actually have beeswax and lipsticks, so any kind of lip product I try, I have to check that ingredient, and it feels very tingly and weird and not good. And it takes a while for them to go away, which is what the real hard part is, that like the spots I was just talking about, there's redness on my face, goes away in 24 hours, but this would take like a week to go away. So now I'm very, very like crazy about that. Another skincare thing that if it's in any skincare I can't use it is rose. Rose oil, rose extract. I tried using like just rose water or something as a toner, and oh my god, it literally made my skin horrible. It smelled terrible. Even the rose facial spray from Mario Badescu, nope, no thank you. I don't like the smell of rose at all. It's like makes me want to puke actually. I'm very good at lavender, which most people aren't actually. It can irritate a lot of people, but for me it's really great. Rose, for me, anything that has a rose in it whatsoever, get away from me. It makes my skin red and irritated, and don't really know why. It's just not cool. Everything from Garnier makes my head itch. Like any shampoo, any hair product. I once tried their hair dye. It makes my scalp so red and inflamed and itchy, so I always avoid Garnier, like Fructis, if that's what it's still called. And then Revlon hair dye, which is what I used for ages. Like, you guys see me rave about it, like rave about it. I've used it for probably 10 years, every 6 weeks or something. Loved it. It never caused any kind of reaction for me, but then I didn't dye my hair for about 2 years, and about 4 months ago I dyed my hair. I had a horrible reaction. Oh my god. I don't know if they changed the ingredients, or maybe I just wasn't used to it, like I wasn't using it all the time like I was before. I don't really know what happened, but oh my god, my head was so itchy. All the back of my neck, it was mostly on my ears though, like right on like this part of my ear. My ears were swollen, like I looked like Dumbo. Well, I'm sticking with the no hair dye thing at the moment. And then my last one is soy. I don't know that I'm allergic to soy, but I heard someone talking about it once. I'm pretty sure it's actually Candy Johnson, like a really long time ago, mentioning that when she stops eating soy, like she feels so much better and less tired and her skin's better. And I notice the same thing. I do eat food, like junk food that has soy as an ingredient and stuff, but I do try to avoid it if it's like up high on the ingredients list, or like tofu, things like that that are like massively soy. I just notice that my skin's a lot better when I avoid that, so that's just something I noticed. It might just be a coincidence. Allergies can cause a lot of problems for people. Like, I don't think people realize that it's not just like getting a rash or like, you know, having an EpiPen. Like, it's not just like, yes, you're allergic, no, you're not. You can have a sensitivity, and that's what I think most of my allergies are. I'm not like severely allergic to a lot of things where I would need like an EpiPen on me, but you can get fatigue. The dark circles under your eyes are actually caused by allergies. I didn't know that. Testing out like maybe not eating a certain type of food for like a month, see how you feel, because that could be a big culprit for anything that might making you not feel good. Like I'm sure if I tested out more things I'm eating, I might sleep better at night. I also want to mention that if you have an allergy, especially a severe one, if you keep coming in contact with whatever you're allergic to, you're not gonna like build up a tolerance to it. What's going to happen is your reaction is going to get worse and worse every time. I don't know if that's true for everyone, but I know that is something doctors say all the time, that if, say you're allergic to nuts, you know, the first time you eat a nut or around a nut or whatever your allergy is, you might, you know, get a scratchy throat, or maybe your mouth will get swollen or something, your tongue will swell up. But by the time, maybe the third or fourth time you're exposed, your whole throat can close up. Like it's not good. When you have an actual allergy that can make your throat close up, stay away from it. If you have a sensitivity like me with dairy, or some people with gluten or wheat or whatever, avoid it for as long as you can, because then you can slowly introduce it and you'll be okay. But then if you start eating again every single day, the same reaction will keep happening. Think about that. Really do your research when it comes to things. Slowly introduce things to your diet, to your skincare routine. If you switch up your entire skincare routine like that, you don't know what you're reacting to. So they do always say, you know, try one thing at a time. If you have a whole routine and you got 3 new products, use one for about 3 weeks and then introduce something else, and then you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope this video wasn't too boring for you. I think allergies are so interesting. It's weird. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you're allergic to down below. Like if it's something really weird or really common, or how you found out about it. Whatever. Love to have a little chat. Subscribe to see more from me. Make sure you turn that bell on. I don't want to be one of those annoying people who says that. I know it's annoying, but I keep getting people messaging me on Instagram being like, oh my god, I didn't know you posted that new video, until I post it on Instagram, and like they're not getting a notification. So make sure you hit that bell. YouTube.